Hello and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. We are in Orzammar, and last time we explored the Dust Town, the lower parts of Orzammar, and now we are trying to explore the rest of Orzammar, checking out what we can find. We already picked up a few quests, and just getting a general sense for the city and for our surroundings before we really jump deeper into the story and the main quest. Jannar Armorers, Tepster Tavern, Hall of Heroes, Imports, Diamond Quarters, Proving Grounds, Deep Roads. Haven't checked out the left side part here, so let's do that now. Okay, floor carving. We'll check out the codex entries later. Commoner. Looks like a few merchants here. Nug Wrangler Burmore.
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them the way they skitter. No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it down.
If I see any nugs, I'll send them your way.
Good on you, stranger. Only need one to turn this around.
Okay. He needs a nug. Garen?
Excuse me, do you have a...
Greetings, and welcome to Garen Garrison's Luxury Goods Shop. Wow, there are a lot of you. And I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying?
Are you alright?
Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Most people don't anymore. Or maybe they're too polite to mention it. I had a little incident a few years back. Too much time with the raw lyrium ore, you know. Maybe it was a bad vein.
I see.
I cut myself and the dust got straight in the blood. Since then, it's been a little hard for me to concentrate. Except when forging, then I'm straight as an arrow. Best work I've ever seen. Look around the shop. See for yourself.
What happened to you?
Well, it's the lyrium, you know. Raw blood of the earth. It's more alive than you and me. Most of the time, that's no problem. When it's all bundled up in a piece of steel, it'll leave you alone. But handling the ore directly, sometimes you get burned. It's not just your skin it takes off. It'll burn directly into your mind.
That doesn't sound good. But aren't dwarves immune to lyrium effects?
Of course we are. Weak surfacers like you touch the raw ore, and you'll bleed from your eyeballs in hours. Weird seeing how big you are. Even surface dwarves lose it. Us down here, though, we should be able to handle it just fine. Only not too much, and not every day, and not breathing the dust, and not direct in the blood. Ancestors' own bad luck.
I see. So working with lyrium made you crazy.
Not crazy, just a little forgetful. Don't worry, I'm fine when I work. Just look at my wares. I have the best blades here. Enchanted to hold fire, ice, anything you want to put in it.
Okay. Let me show me your
Best
works.
in the trade, you know. I work the ore myself.
Okay. Life Giver. That is expensive, but also looks very, very good. Tome of Physical Technique. Uses tome. This tome gives the reader 1 point to spend on a talent or spell. Golden Mirror. Sure. Gold Amulet. Jump Bracelet. Didn't Morgan like bracelets? Something like that? Other
Interesting.
+1, so I guess not. Oh. Okay, and then this dwarf wanted to talk to us. Here, Dagna.
You look like you're not from around here.
You could say that.
Oh, wonderful. I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
The Circle of Magi?
I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study.
Why wouldn't you think?
No dwarf has ever studied at the Circle of Magi. I guess you never read First Enchanter Caitlin's treatise concerning dwarfs and the non-heritability of magic. He tested dwarfs from 20 bloodlines and found they couldn't perform any level of spell casting, regardless of lyrium exposure or time on the surface. The Circle speculates that lyrium in the stone shields us from spiritual influences, and over time made us immune to them.
Yeah, why don't you read about... No. So, what do you want with the Circle?
I want to go to the Circle to study.
I assure you that desire will depart the moment you arrive.
I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable
good
exchange.
point.
Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing.
And what would the messenger get?
What do you mean? Oh, you're looking for payment.
Exactly.
My father's shop refines lyrium for smithing. If you help me, I'm sure I could get you some.
Okay, I'll talk to the first enchanter next time I see him.
That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcast. Tell them I've already begun reading the Teventer Imperium's Verticum Kadab, and it's just fascinating.
Fortified
Did you know
kebab.
the Imperial
All right.
Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child? Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
Well, don't be so... Don't be too excited yet. We still have to discuss that, I guess. Anything here? Oh, there's a nug. Oh, we wrangled it into a box. Okay, let's bring it back. There he is. The Nug Wrangler.
Go on, I'm out of the nug game. Got nothing to sell.
I've got a nug for you.
Saraka, I'm back in the game, such as it is. I don't have much besides gratitude, but find a bunch more of these and I'll toss you whatever I found.
Okay. Mine's Commander.
What's this? An elf?
Correct.
I'm sorry, but I cannot allow you past the front lines without Adesh's permission. And I've heard nothing of any new patrols scheduled to leave today.
Why do you need patrols?
Don't let the comm fool you. The Darkspawn are down there, aren't they, Commander?
Either we finally have the edge, which I doubt, or the beasts are building up numbers for the next attack.
Well, actually, they made the move on the surface.
The surface? But I thought the vermin never went up that far except at...
Except during blights. Ancestors save us if that's what's happening.
Well, what do you know about Paragon Branca?
What anyone knows. She went out there with her entire house and she's never coming back.
You don't think maybe she's still there, Commander? She is a paragon, after all.
And now she's an ancestor. No one lasts 2 years in the tunnels.
Are Darkspawn the only danger in the tunnels?
Of course not. Down here, you're bound to run into giant spiders, deep stalkers, and other vermin.
Sounds lovely. What are deep stalkers, though?
Ugly beasts they are. Walk on 2 legs, but they have the head of a worm. And
Ugh.
hunt in packs.
But
Watch out. They're not afraid to take on a group their own size.
are there no dwarves past this point?
A few outposts. Legion of the Dead, mostly. Fools that they are. Some scavenger types, too.
Legion of the Dead?
It's an independent company of soldiers. They accept no command but their own. Anyone who can bear arms can join, no matter his crimes, or sanity. They hold a funeral when they join, and swear their only goal is a glorious death.
Will you let me pass?
Into the deep roads? Not without a full unit of soldiers to back you, my friend. Or Adesha's permission to risk yourself. Orzammar can't afford to lose its citizens or honored guests on casual visits to the deeps.
I see. Okay.
Aye, for your sake, I hope you've no reason to come here again.
So I guess we need the permission of one of the dashers. Which is, I think, even above the nobility case, right? If I understand it correctly, the dashers are appointed by the king. So let's go to the diamond quarters. Up we go. Let's have a look. Nothing on the map. Okay. Nobles. Noble dwarves. A doll
So the
helmet.
closer
You
you
have
live to
come
the
at a difficult
surface,
time.
the higher class you
Orzammar
are.
is ailing for want
Unless
of
you're
a
actually
king.
on the surface.
So I guess she's the daughter of the Lord Helmy we met in the tavern, right? Or maybe the
Legion of
wife.
dead sighted
Not sure.
battling darkspawn near Orzammar. They have no orders while
Yeah, give me the mall.
empty. Make Harrowmont your king now.
Harriman's estate, okay. Before I go in there, I just want to look around. Lady Days.
This has dragged on too long. It's an insult to King Endrin's memory.
Okay. I guess I agree. Let's pretend that we are agreeing with her. That will put us in good faith.
News of the hour! Lord Harrowmont's insinuations against Lord Balin reveal the truth. Could
Royal
Harrowmont be the
Palace.
true cause of King Endrin's death? Shocking allegation.
Noble. What do we have here? Chamber of the Assembly. Then we have the Shepherd. Oh, that's yeah. Let's go here first. Kind of the library, the archives of the dwarves, as far as I understand it. I think that's not too bad to stop by here. And a bunch of quests.
Thief! Who would dare take from the memories?
What?
Warden, I'm outraged. A thief in the Shapered.
What?
Have we been reduced to?
Did you get a good look at him?
I did. He was bald, with the most garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine. He's probably in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dust Town. They couldn't know the value.
Okay, have to go to Dust Town for that. We'll do that. There's another quest. Orta.
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help. I don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research.
What kind of research?
I was looking for something about the Orton Tig. It was lost during the last blight, and there aren't many records left. They were a noble house once, descended from the Paragon Orton, who composed the grand epic of the Seven Brothers and the Ortonic Symphony. My mother's family believes they were descended from Kalana Orton, who was training in Orzammar when the Tig fell. I'm even named for the house, Orta. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads.
Well, I could look in return for some Orton wealth.
You're from the surface. What do you know about fighting Darkspawn? There aren't even any expeditions planned until they settle this election. Otherwise, you need special permission from the Assembly or some great lord.
Well, I'm a Grey Warden.
A Grey Warden? Mother always said that if anyone could find the Tig, it was the Wardens. I hear Prince Balin and Lord Harrimont have both been sending out small teams these days. Yes, if you can find the Tig in any records, that could do it. That could prove I'm a noble. If you could. Maybe now that you're looking. It's almost too much to hope.
I will keep an eye out for that. Don't you worry. Before I talk to the Shaper, I want to look around if there's anything else I can investigate. Another scribe. What's here? What are you hiding? Orzammar politics. That will probably help knowing about it, considering that we're in the middle of all that mess. Wall of memories. The Shaper's life. Ooh!
As you say.
Gloves of Diligence. +4 armor. Silverite. Sounds pretty good. The Search of the True Prophet. The Search of the True Prophet. This tattered tome explores the possibility that Andraste was a powerful mage and not the Maker's chosen. It seems this book was saved from a fire at some point. That sounds important. That sounds important. I do want to check if Alistair can wear those. No, it's not strong enough. Jeez, Alistair. Thought he was strong enough. Okay, she doesn't have any gloves, so let's give her those. I mean, I could give him Oathkeeper instead here, right? A little bit better. Okay. Now, let's talk to the Shaper.
When I last walked this hall, Endrin was king and Orzammar was at peace. The memories often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us. But it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the Shaper of Memories.
Shaper of Memories?
The Shaper guards Orzammar's knowledge. We have preserved in Lyrium all of the records of Dwarven history. The memories record all. They are how we know to which family a child owes life, how we trace lost Tigs. They ensure we forget nothing of our past, good or bad.
Let's talk about Orzammar, Lord Shaper.
Ask, and I shall do my best to answer.
What's the difference between an ancestor and a paragon?
All dwarves who die return to the stone as ancestors, to guide their families forever. But only one every few generations rises to paragon. A paragon is a dwarf whose accomplishments change Orzammar so much that the Assembly recognizes they've been born blessed. They are venerated as living ancestors and found a new noble house forever bearing their name.
Ah, yeah, we heard about that. And that's what Branka was?
Branka is a paragon, now and into death. She was born a smith, but her inventions caught the Assembly's eye. Before she had seen 20 years, she created a smokeless coal. It could burn in a cave without vents and no one would choke from it. It earned her paragon status.
Sounds pretty impressive. Where's she now?
She went into the deep roads 2 years ago seeking out secrets of the ancient smiths. She never returned.
How did the case system come to be?
According to our legends, 7 brothers founded our empire. The youngest, Bloadlik, was the wisest and was chosen king. His children formed the noble caste. The eldest, Giachet, trained his sons to defend their king. They became the warrior caste. Shotgyar founded the artisans. Orzatyar forged our first swords. It was Orzammar who dug the mines that became our city's foundations. The twins Koapar and Noct both founded trading houses, but Noct was wounded in battle. On his recovery, he swore to serve his brother's sons.
Okay, and what about the casteless?
The casteless descend from criminals and those repudiated by their own families, or who chose to go to the surface and live by human laws. They have no ancestors to guide them and no families to claim them. They should not have been born. Their parents defied their shame and brought cursed children into the world. It's better they die young.
Seems easy for you to dismiss them.
Their births are not recorded in the memories. In Orzammar, they do not exist. Is there something more pleasant you wish to discuss?
Oh. Okay, we have that. Tell me about Orzammar's history.
We were a great empire once, outnumbering even humans and elves. We traded with your Tevinter Imperium, and our land stretched as far in the deep roads as theirs did above. Kal Sharok was capital then, but we lost too many battles. We lost our golems, and we lost our territory. Now the Empire is simply ruined tunnels filled with darkspawn.
Where is Kal Sharok?
At the other side of the old Empire. During the last Blight, the kings of Orzammar knew they couldn't hold everything. They sealed the deep roads, abandoning everyone still trapped in far-flung settlements. It was the only way to survive. Kal Sharok is the only other city to outlast the Blight. We only rediscovered them recently, and they still haven't forgiven us.
How did you lose your golems?
The Paragon Caridon, a smith of unsurpassed genius, invented the golems. For years they were our weapon against the Darkspawn. One golem is worth 12 dwarves in battle, but Caridon's Tig is far into the deep roads. When it fell, we lost his secret to creating golems. There are books about it along these walls if you would read more.
What do you mean if you would read more? What? What's a Tig?
They are to us what a colony is to surfacers.
Let's see. Let's talk basic Orzammar.
I will settle your mind if I can, Warden.
Okay, let's go back.
Please, speak your mind.
I would like your permission to open a chantry here.
That is an odd request, especially for one so new to our city.
Thank you. I come on behalf of Brother Burkle, a cleric of Reactive.
I thought so. This is not the first time he's made this plea. My answer to Brother Burkle hasn't changed. So I ask you the same. On what basis would you have me insult the ancestors and overturn 2,000 years of tradition?
Well, the charities could greatly aid Orzammar. What harm would it do to let him preach? Well, let's say the charities could greatly aid Orzammar.
What sort of charities do you mean?
Well, the chantry cares for widows and orphans.
Traditionally, that is their extended family's responsibility, but sometimes people fall through the cracks. Very well, he may hold a prayer meeting as he requested, if not build a new temple to his god. At least the words would come from one of our own. Now, is there anything more?
Nice. No, not right now.
I will record this conversation in the memories. I hope I do not come to regret it.
It's fine. It's fine. You probably just started like a weird splinter group of the Maker's religion, and he's actually a crazy leader of a sect. But freedom of religion. We did it. Now I kind of want to go back quickly to talk to both Brother Burkle and quickly to Dusttown, because I would forget about it, and we can pick up the quest very quickly and then come back up and probably then visit Lord Harriman's estate next.
Very well.
There's another knock. Oh,
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen.
Okay.
But there's more out there.
I have to find the nugs. I hear a nug. There's one.
Andraste teaches that patience is the child of wisdom, but I'm eager to hear if you've seen the Shaper.
He agreed to let you hold prayer meetings.
Oh, praise the Maker! You truly walk in the light, friend. I already found a convert among the merchants who offered his shop as a temporary chantry. It's just by the tapsters. Please, come to our first service.
Sure. I hear another nug, though. Getting all the nugs. Okay, let's go down to Dust Town to get the tome back that was stolen. Or at least look for it. Also, I heard that there might be nugs down here. It's already my favorite quest. Ah, Limar's Emporium. I don't think I could enter that before, so check that out in a
What do you want, Warden? You're out of your element down here.
I'm looking for a thief who dared steal from the Shaper.
Is that so? What makes you think anyone here would turn me, this person in? You've walked into a sodding fight, Warden, and I've already passed your stupid tome along. Too bad for you.
Right.
Is that it?
Well, right. Oh, proving received. Can I check that out? Is it quest related? There. Losing battery received, crumpled in anger. These are only printed in the proving grounds. I see. So he gambled it away. Just looking for Nug. No Nug here. But let's check out this Emporium thingy. Haven't been in here.
What are you looking for? We got nothing to buy for the likes of you. Or maybe you wanted to sell.
This doesn't look like a store.
Well, our business is kind of covert, if you know what I mean. It's illegal in Orzammar for me to engage in protected trade, but they look the other way if I share things with my friends. For money.
I see.
Why don't you take a look?
Okay, first I think we can get rid of the normal longsword, the dwarven mace, the maul. Not the gloves of diligence. I'm looking forward to check these out. Manual bards. Manual bards. From the Shower of the Battlefield, A History of Bards, a book that reveals the secret of the Elysian bards. For 14 gold, though. Do we really want to do that? I'm kind of curious. Maybe let me know in the comments down below if it's worth buying it or not. Maybe later, but just let me know if you have a strong sense about if it's worth it or not. But for now, I think we go back up. I could go to the proving grounds to look for the tome. I haven't been to the proving grounds yet. Where's the priest? Let's see.
So
there's
if
another
the legend
nug.
of your mother is true, Morrigan, does that mean that the legends of her many daughters are as well?
To be honest, I have no idea. I've never met any sister of mine, nor has my mother spoken of any.
But it could be true, yes? If you exist, there could have been others like you.
Long ago, perhaps. Why?
We have legends of witches in Antiva. One that tells of a witch of the wild, traveled far from her home to settle in the Tailor swamps.
And? You thought I might know this woman?
If one legend can be true, why not another? Who knows how many Morrigans are scattered about Thedas, hmm?
It's not something I'd like to contemplate.
Oh? You do not appreciate a little competition from a half-sister or two?
Silence, elf. It is none of your concern.
Silence, elf. Okay. Proving fan. Lots of fans here.
The
Must be
proving
quite a
grounds.
draft.
Bloodsport entertainment for the masses at its best.
Right? Amazing. Proving master.
Good day, stranger. Welcome to the proving arena. We're still closed until the fighters make their preparations, but come back this afternoon if you want to watch the show.
I'm interested in the betting.
Prince Balin called a citywide proving this afternoon to honor King Endrin's memory. All the best fighters in Orzammar will face each other in sight of the ancestors and win honor for their champions.
I'll come back then.
Enjoy our grand city.
But there's no one responsible for official betting odds. Doesn't seem that way. Little door, but it's locked. Also locked. Well, I guess we can't get the tome just yet. But we can deliver some more nugs.
There is one thing I do not understand, Alistair.
Just the one thing.
About you, perhaps. Why the deception over your parentage?
I'd figure you'd be the sort who knows all about deception.
I do. And what use the deception might have had ended when King Cailan perished, did it not?
Maybe. I guess I was sort of hoping that would go away.
The truth does not go away.
I didn't say it was a good plan.
Fair enough. Just checking if there is a nug hidden here. Probably not.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen. I trust Vala, my nug wrangling friend.
My nug wrangling friend. So, I guess it's time to talk to Harrowmont and really get a
Lord Harrowmont is the voice of tradition and stability.
sense of the
Lord
politics that
Balin
are going on and make progress in that regard. But we will do that next time. Thank you all for watching today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. and if you did, please give the video a thumbs up. Maybe consider subscribing to the channel. That helps me out a bunch and will bring you more content in the future. I will be back tomorrow with more Dragon Age Origins. Until then, have a great time.